and finally wrangle in the wildcard Pmpl C wildcard in the 2023. It's a generous fight path as a start. Everybody can drop wherever they fancy, but will the circle be punishing?
Again, I'm like, Okay, I want to give a test, right? Like, what if I don't talk about the circle at all? What if I don't say, oh, so and so and so? How would it be given?
We try.
Yeah.
We're gonna avoid that topic entirely.
Yeah.
Just gonna wait and see.
Yeah, let's try.
Just gonna see it out.
Yeah.
Let's try for that. We do have a lot of teams dropping around SMB. One of the main reasons because it has been a lot of SMB the past few days. But do anybody want to take a Vistalba? There are sometimes some teams want to take that, especially Vipers. I do want to see, is there anybody want to challenge a different sort of compound starting off early on, just to clash and make things a bit more spicy than it's supposed to be, right?
Okay, not so spicy for Austria Esports, West Point Mamba. They are kind of safe in their own nice military base island. I'm looking over onto, keeping my eye on to Yasnaya though. Seems like a couple of teams heading towards that side. But okay, it's a nice circle. Gotta give it to it. Yeah, see, don't talk about the circle. That's the recipe.
It feels like it's gonna be gut feel as the ending. I mean, like, but it's unpredictable, right? The hardship sometimes happening. Is what happened earlier today. We thought it was a general circle until it dropped down to fair peer.
I didn't say
I'm
it,
not
guys.
just gonna. I mean, like, I have to bring it out because what happened today. That really happened.
Yeah, that's why I'm not saying it, guys. I'm like, okay, you know, if it becomes wonky, you know who it comes from. I'm just trying to narrow it down.
That's just facts. What happened really today, we thought we had a really generous circle and then it ended up right on top of Fairy Pier. So we're gonna have to wait and see if the hardship really happen. If it doesn't happen, it's gonna be great, but it's gonna be really massive on top of Garfield if it's gonna be a generous one. But G Lab just dropping at the edge of certain shoreline around the lake there. And got himself a bit separated, a bit segregated, just to have more space since there's only small compounds to work along for G Lab to get himself geared up. So you're gonna be separated for a bit. But YG, yeah, did you put YG in the stack, in the mix, where you know the party pooper team that you call it?
Yes. After I mentioned Enigma, YG was one of the party poopers in my list.
Okay, the purple ones. All the purple ones. Yeah.
The purple ones are the party poopers. But you know what? The party poopers are actually fun, for us at least, because they make the action happen. They make things happen like early on. They're like, okay, we just poop party for everyone, and well, you guys enjoy the show. And that's what they're here for. They're here to entertain. As in the...
Come on.
Well, as in the famous words of Gladiator, right? Are you not entertained?
But at the same time, I mean, like, I don't know why YG actually have a shot to get still in the top 5 in the last round. I mean, like, it's going to be a hurdle for them to go through. So far, we haven't seen any 20-ish sort of elimination in the grand finals. In the league, yes, we did actually witness that. But when it comes to the grand final, it feels like a bit of a task for them to actually, a bit of a tall order for them to actually 20-ish eliminations. We haven't seen that by far, but maybe we're going to see it today.
Ooh, okay. Might as well, right? Break the record in the final game. We don't see that very often. Normally the final game is like, because everyone starts to play like really aggressive, so there's nothing more to lose, and that's where the eliminations start to even out. So if that happens in the final game, that'll be something. That's a new record.
Yep. It's down to the last wire here. The gap is so close. These guys have to put everything on the table. For GE, they're trying to be as cautious as possible. We do know for a fact they've got a lot of bounty on their heads right now. So many teams trying to eye out, bring down #1 spot and just shut them down quickly so they don't gain any more points just to solidify their position. But for GE, they have to be extra careful. But FOD, KE, Osja, and SKR have so much purpose to actually try to go as aggressive as they can. They can actually do it. And these are the teams that really crave for the blood here.
Now that we have view onto PBE, I'm just calculating their point gap. So it's 29 point gap. They have to hope that, of course, all these upper teams just go out early, and they need to collect like a record-breaking chicken dinner to catch up. So yeah, it's quite a tall order for PBE, but if they're able to pull it off, it's probably one of the craziest comebacks ever, considering they started off the week or the finals on page 2.
Yep. I agree. They were at the bottom at first, and not really at the bottom of it, but it just like what, 17-ish sort of point as an initial start. But for instead of Austria, they also had second place at first, right, in the league, but they didn't actually place themselves first. Or maybe it was not really. Austria was actually fourth, but never mind. We got ourselves a bit of a start, a bit of a first contact between Austria and also West Point Mamba, who try to get more in terms of a last push. Yeah, West Point Mamba have nothing else to lose here. Definitely a lot to prove, but nothing else to lose. They are running and hunting down Sky in. They got it. Austria in a tough spot. They are in the run for the champions. They lost one man too early, and Astro might got caught in the process. They are hunting him down.
That's tough. That's tough. Only 18 points separate them from the top at least. That's still a chance for them, but now West Point Mamba. We did talk about the party poopers. Looks like West Point Mamba. Welcome to the club.
Oh boy. Here comes the flip. Wow. That's really in a fashion there. Kind of stylish to shoot things out. But West Point Mamba hunting down one by one Austria. This is really tough for Austria. Can afford to lose. This is the last map here. They cannot afford to be the first one to out. They didn't gain any point at all. But West Point Mamba, this might be detrimental if they keep on pushing, not aware, underestimating the firepower come from Austria, but it's splattered down. It's going to be one of their key players as well. And now the rest of them are Ranza and also coming from DZ. They have to build this and being chased to the end of the earth if they have to for West Point Mamba. They have no way to stop this.
Absolutely. Try to stop a team that has nothing to lose. This is what you get. And now with Austria Esports only having 2 players, for them to collect that amount of points needed to catch up to the number 1 spot, assuming that GE, FOD, KE do not move. Oh man, this is not looking good.
This commitment coming up from West Point Mamba, they're not giving away. Friends now have to face this. Oh no, Austria! Their number 1 spot chance is going away. It's down the drain as West Point Mamba slams down, break their hearts to go into the champions, even to PMSL. It's punishing on Son of Austria quite hard. West Point Mamba not showing any mercy at all, and keeps it going. It's still hunting the last player of Austria. Good gracious, who's left? Was it DZ?
Probably. But then again, I guess fuel is going to be an issue as well because they've been chasing the entire map, so they might as well like, okay, rather than we try to chase and then we stop halfway, okay, let's get on to our usual. But unusual FOD 1 down, and PBE will be happy to take that point. Oh no, GE will be happy looking at the elimination feed.
But the outside players have finished it and denied that effort coming from Mumbai. Feels like all the teams of wildcard coming from the Philippines are going really well this time. They are hunting for all elimination as much as they can get. TZ hanging on to his last thread of life. He's calling a 911 there just to be safe. West Point Mamba just leaving and bail this compound. He's gonna stay alive for a bit more longer, but I'm not sure how much utilities he actually have, with not much time to actually loot out from the compound. But there's so many teams outside of the Blue Zone still, and we have a circle string over to us a bit downside, but still in a generous amount of it.
Oh, the kid been taken out, and Enigma starting their party pooping by taking out the kid from APG. So that's going to be an unfortunate situation. And as we talked about, if the kid gets eliminated, then that will be the case. APG loses one of their main fraggers.
Oh man, YG taking away FVE. Hey, we did call it. YG is gonna go gun blazing at first. They're definitely going for more here. Nothing else to lose for these guys except for getting themselves in the top 3. But FVE is losing 2 men at the same time. Finish off with a splat and Marnet as well as Kid Loki. That's really brutal ending for this guy to play at the last few rounds. No team ousted yet, but they definitely leaving only a couple of players behind.
Well, everyone is just going insane, too. Like these predictor teams, YG, Enigma, The party pooping teams, they're just not letting anyone go, and now they're not stopping it. They know that there's 2 left from FVE. They're going in. Raul tries to defend his compound. 40% health left. Raul at the second floor. Better be careful. No nade will come to him. You gotta pray for that. And Raul resets. As now we can see that Mario goes in with the DBS and Ranger immediately falls.
One shot straight head on. Dube has shot and Loki giving a pressure from the outskirts. Raul nowhere to run, no hide as Romeo got himself in the corner already. Mane coming in and marching with a double spray. Raul finally out with Mane almost got entirely down. FVE eliminated. Thank you for being part of this tournament as well, but it was a great show coming from FVE. We love how they offered themselves. So much good plays coming in this time. But thank you so much, FVE. They placed themselves at 16, and that's going to be their last match.
Yeah, they did have good moments. They got a chicken dinner throughout the grand finals, so at least that poster came up. Ranger was one of the MVPs, so they did their best. However, hopefully see them in the next season then. And now SKR, one of the teams that still can eye for the top. Oh, YG now. Oh, BG bumping into them. And looks like they will be the one to poop the party pooper.
BG having an eye out to the side of YG from afar, still quite afar. With a mini 14. They spotted out Loki. Tried to get back into indoors. BG might actually give support by they're going to keep this one on the southwest of the map. Coming up from Pachinki. It's going to be the potato hill of Pachinki here. Might be the last few rounds if it heart shift towards the northern side. GE happens to be walking straight into the airdrop. Cannot afford to lose because this guy's is going wild. They have to be extra careful. This guy's going insane, crazy with the plays here. They don't have a calendar wheel anymore. They're gonna mess things up, make it hard for all the other players. Just having fun with PUBG Mobile.
I noticed a super far rotation for DZ, the last man for OJS, Osha Esports. He went on to military base. I think for the main peninsula, he went out to the military base, and now he's trying to get back up, and that's why he's tanking out the blue. But being the last man standing, there's nothing else that you can do. The only mission is just evade every single fight that you can think of.
Yep. They're thinking quite stressful right now for GE. They just happen to be just passing by to the side of Sin. And Sin is one of those teams can actually try to challenge you as much as they want to. They have nothing else to lose either. They have a lot to prove, yes. But they will try to challenge these guys that happen to be right in front of their face. But G-Lab versus YG now. This is going to be interesting as both teams love to fight as much. But once the first one to the ground, it's going to be Marnet. And with a splat as well. Newbie as a swift splat, by the way. Reaction to follow up coming out from the side of G-Lab. They're trying to get for more. Ozja, these happen to be passing by. Wait, what? How? As the last member of Ozja.
Okay, maybe he has no choice because maybe no first aids and he had to move, and that is it for Osha Esports. Number 4 as of now will be eliminated. Thank you so much for playing. Now we still have a good number of contenders though for that number 1 spot, so GE can't let their guard down.
Can't afford to make any room of mistakes here. Same goes for FOD. Especially GE. But SK are still having a go. They can actually chase this one out. They have 1 elimination points of all the other teams there. They are the most bold to take a right foot up and left foot down. Back to the side of Vipers. Spooggle is down on his knees. They are fighting in the blue zone for SKR. They're slowly bulldozing people from behind. This might actually work to get into the number 1 spot if they keep on gun and run. But on the side of Marcus, spotted out the entirety of Vipers, might actually take the entire team down by himself. But it's still the 3rd stage here. The blue will burn them quite a bit. It's going to be 0.6% at a time. But they need to make a move. They cannot afford to stay too long here.
Yeah, because you can see there's a good number of teams actually gatekeeping this circle. SKR, Yahiko still out in the open. Oh, but hey, look who has arrived! And YG, they will face the wrath. YG defending the guard this moment against G-Lab. G-Lab right now seems to be taking this place over. Or did they win the fight? G-Lab. Oh, they are eliminated.
By YG. The entirety of YG just got themselves an upgrade of loot. Got 8 eliminations by far. Is it going to be enough for them if they got even double digit, even 20-ish? I'm not sure. Maybe they might actually have a shot. They're going all the way around, but BG taking on a bit on the side of SKR. It's going to be a bit of a problem. One knockdown. SK do have a shot to get into the championship. It might actually get them some slot for PMSL. Will be stunted, denied by the hands of BG. Coming in with the DBFs. Going in for the players. Naughty. We're trying to revive, but we're looking up at West Point Mamba at the same time, rushing straight into APG.
And APG doesn't have the kill on their main fragger, so the West Point Mamba will take advantage of that. At the same time, SKR looks like they are eliminated. But now focusing on the West Point Mamba, Michi almost needed out, but Shroud managed to get Mix instead.
Oh boy, West Point Mamba almost got clipped entirely by the Nate just now. Managed to reset himself as Shroud NRT. Shroud is the one of the key player who knows and so intelligent when it comes to making the shot calls. But Enigma taking on APG Shroud from afar. Enigma is here. They will take it away. They are wiping the floor clean. Being the turn point.
Elimination point before that. Can he get the second one? Can he get the third one? Yes, he will! He got all three, but he's super duper low right now. They can finish him off. He doesn't have time to use first aids, and that is it for him. 2 from Enigma can be picked up.
Enigma leaving with only one player left, if I'm not mistaken here. But for West Point Mamba, it's going down the drain for them to actually get into the top 5. They have to say goodbye for now, but West Point Mamba, valiant effort just now being shown. What an effort to just get into the compound, but Enigma just had it better when it comes to share their housekeeping team. Got themselves back up. A huge upgrade of loot with so many boxes inside. There's 2 teams, 2 squads. Our Falcon got himself on top of the Potato Mountain, or Potato Hills. Viper Speed just going to finish off by the blue zone. Instead, we still have Digit just circling around the edge of the blue zone, but the rest of them nowhere to be nearby in the center of the Potato Hill. It's going to be the center of the circle as well.
Well, good news for GE. They're in a position that they will be unchallenged for now. And they'll be happy to just sit back and look at all those elimination feed running. Especially by other teams party pooping onto those teams that could challenge them for the number 1 spot. Now KE and FOD just next to each other. They are the number 2, number 3 team. Both teams, they need the points if they want to get the number 1. So they can't stay too passive. But looking at the current phase of the circle, they might be forced to fight.
They will have to force to fight. FOD is one of the closest contender to get themselves a number 1 spot. Next to them is just KE. It happens to be that both Titan teams are there. Try to duke it out and snatch it out and tell them who's deserving to be in the number 1 spot here possibly. Nowhere to be found. It's going to GE. But if they are sitting this quietly, it might be overtaken by FOD and KE. If they happen to be start engaging, and they will, and they start to fight each other out, only one team will survive here. Either going to be KE or FOD. GE, if they not start firing soon, they're going to be left behind. Because so close for the point gap there, the eliminations will definitely drop over their position ranks. FOD just start to get an opening first. They were going for the rush, slowly approaching. Nung is always the one who making such a good play, but Kaya!
Oh!
Taking on FOD! A bit of a trading to do between these 2 teams.
Oh, let's not forget the circle will close, so they got to finish this fast. But now they're just trading knocks with each other. Everyone's just holding their position for now. 10 seconds before the zone closes. But at the same time, Chu, look at this. There's another team just behind them. Even if anyone wins this fight, to get out of this is going to be tough. But KE chooses to rotate up north when nobody is there. Good scouting work.
It's going to be BG. It's going to be BG. And BG is not letting it pass by. Look at how MH committed to actually follow up, pursue towards their vehicle just now going on the left side there. On the northern side of the map. FOD, if they don't live this, they might actually put themselves in a grave here as BG coming in. Here comes them, spoiling the fun for KE. Oh, KE slowly pushing forward with the nades. Utilities wise, they toss everything they have, put it up 4th, just to give a bit more space for them to rotate around. Too much at stake here for KE as BG making it so tough for the top players to just have it a go.
There's no choice right now. KE has to take this fight. Any further rotations will be too far for them. And plus the Potato Hill has Falcon behind. They could be shot down. But the top goes down by the nade of May W. The top needs to be picked up, one of the top players, but there won't be enough time as BG. They're going to play this aggressively.
Oh, Splat! No! Oh, hit yourself! The top almost bleeding out. Edward trying to do damage control. Kaya spraying up from the sideline with very straight up health remains. But both of them being knocked down. DeVar trying to do the IGL. No! KE! No way! Not like this!
With only one elimination point, that's not going to be enough, obviously, to catch up to GE. But now FOD, they're in trouble. They're going up against Falcon. Looks like the bottom teams, they are being the bane to these teams.
Andrew. Oh, Falcon, you have to be careful with these teams at the bottom right now. They're just making it really tough. But PBE, wait, what? How? Sin taking on Falcon, but PBE taking a fight against another team at the same time. I think that's going to be FOD. This is really tough. Is FOD going to share the same fate as KE and Osja and SKR here? That's a bigger question. Falcon also wants to be part of this. FOD stuck in between. My goodness, the top teams who can actually get the #1 spot. Falcon taking on the side of BG, started going in. Sin going against Falcon as well. This is such a mess, Cloud.
It is an absolute mess. However, FOD is still alive. I'm going to remain positive here. Anything can happen as long as they're still alive. But Sin is going in. And Sin, there's going to be guap on Andrew. A splat there that happened. FOD, now they are vulnerable to a Sin. As Falcon will finish off.
Now there's going to be another trap of being eliminated. Plays himself at 8 here. We're down to only 7 teams. Sen trying to hunt for more. They already have 4 in the back. This guy have been quite the entire day. Suddenly out of nowhere, BG and YG getting 8 elimination points just by themselves. Enigma is going for the run and gun as well as PB going for the hunt too. They got themselves 3 eliminations. Aside from the top 2 teams, all the other teams down there getting themselves so much elimination points already.
And it might be the case that GE might be champions without needing to do that much in the final round. Looking at all these teams fighting each other, cancelling out each other. As Sin now shoots onto Amura. Amura tries to get away. Amura still survives for now. But Fig coming in to his teammates. This potato hill. This is not a potato hill. This is a death hill.
There's a graveyard. Fig now tossing over the side of Sin, just making it so hard for Anthony to hold on to. 1 knockdown. Down to Nang. Can Nang actually do this? BG coming up from the flank side. Amish might actually spot him as well. This is crucial for FOD to keep it alive. They still have a shot at it. PBE taking on YG. PBE going on a rampage finish of Romeo. It's going to be loss of YG remains. But PBE taking the fight into the hands of GE, but GE don't want to go for this. They peeled this one. We don't want to be part of your drama, but they forcing it as GE going down. It's going to be 1-1 trade. Muzz off the ground bleeding now. Master's Eye holding on the last shred, but they're having so many people on the ground. They still can get eliminations. PBE only down to 2 players left as GE try to reset themselves.
And with FOD being eliminated, GE will definitely be the champions. But let's see if they can secure the final chicken dinner just to top it off. But PBE for the fire Enigma, as usual, as always, they will always be the party pooper.
That it was way too far for the toss. Enigma saved GE just by the neck. Because GE almost got naded by that hand grenade that tossed a perfect angle coming up from the side of PBE. We're down to 4 here. GE, all they need to do is just maintain. They already secured enough elimination to maintain themselves in the #1 spot. Feels like we know who's going to be the champion. But Enigma still can chase it out based on the elimination points. They still can go for it if they wipe out all the other teams. But BG taking a fight with a nade towards the side of Sin.
Ooh, focusing on the BG versus Sin. The 2 teams that just like to crash in and take elimination points for themselves. Let's see if anything can happen here. Amura, he sees where Fig is, but he's not going to make those weak moves just yet. MH, gonna toss a molly into the smoke, but no one's there.
MH shredded fast. almost entirely gone with the helmet. BG has been such a nuisance for the team, but it's so much fun to watch them. Moy taking out MH at first, and he's going to finish him off straight away. As Sin is going to go for the run and gunning. This is going to secure 8 elimination points on their side. Same goes for BG, who got to secure 8 now, but BG leaving only one player of Amura trying to do the plays here. Playing ring around the Rosie, around the corner of the bunker, but finally finish off by the hands of Vic. Now it leaves out to only 3 teams remain. It's going to be 3v4v4. GE got all men well and alive. Sin as well, as Enigma got into 3. They are in between. Enigma's, GE spreading the team into 2-2.
Well, at this point, they can't afford it. Not an issue. Enigma one down though. It's now down to Caps as well as Spooky. However, they have the high ground together with the compound, so it's still an advantage for them. It's not really necessary for them to take this fight, but I guess, well, it's the final round. Might as well just go for it.
They can actually do that. They can have the privilege to actually the space to do that. The teams that have the highest contenders to this side has nowhere to be found here. FOD is not there. K is not there. It's all down to Enigma. Whether to give it away the points or just going to deny it and take the point instead. Enigma down to only 2 players, with Sin still have a 4. They kind of got stuck in between, and GE is in between. But Enigma's move just attracted everybody else to tunnel the vision to their side.
Oh, Sin. Playing with high ground. And now let's see if they can get anything out of this with Holy Lanju. Still with a prime position, with a prime view, but GE holding on to their sniper tower. But they have 2 players at the forefront. Well, this seems like they're just going in all out, but Vic will be counter-fired upon. He will be knocked down.
And Cooper hoping his teammate will actually try to revive himself. Back onto his feet, Master Ichi going for Smile. Smile spotted out the knockdown, trying to finish things off. But Holy Lunge is just too far. Is on top of the hill here. Just so hard to play around the cliff. Spotted out Caps. A bit of a tap. Almost a headshot. That's a headshot. Definitely didn't actually clip it. But one of the players actually will be revived by the side of Enigma. Back to it's where we started off. It's back to square one. All the players managed to reset themselves.
Ooh, what a position here for Holy Lanju. You can see pretty much all of them. But that might change in the next phase of the circle. But before that, GE from a 2-2 split. Now they're playing a 3-1 split with one support behind, giving cover fire from afar. Enigma knows that someone's on the high ground as well, so they need to put focus there. They can't tunnel vision themselves onto GE.
I'll go up. Spotted out Ichi, almost clipped entirely down. It's going to be a long toss. Very strong hand grenade going over that side. Didn't clip, but the Blues were close to the side of Sin first. They have to climb down there. It's going to be a tough one as Enigma, and also GE already have the pre-fires position just waiting for Sim to climb down. Go up where to go and where to run. They can actually just hop onto that vehicle and just move forward if they want to, but still trying to invest a bit of more time to just shoot it from afar right now.
Ooh, go up. Spraying onto Enigma. Everyone's just been pinned down, but then again, after this, Holy Lanju, he cannot have that high ground anymore. The circle doesn't favor him. Koopa being needed out by West. GE, could that be the opening? But it's not going to be worth it because the Koopa is no longer within the circle. They just need to wait for Enigma to come out.
Enigma already secured 7 eliminations. Still trying to get a #1 spot. It's a bit of far-fetched. They didn't actually finish off with 50 eliminations there. Feels like a bit dim right now, but still have a lot to go on. Sin on the other end, slowly already on the lower ground, make it meeting at the middle ground, but Ichi taking on Caps first. This is GE just gonna solidify the position in the podium as well. Taking all the shots they can, make it into their pocket, translate into a point, and keep it going as Sin gives the praise to Enigma. GE taking the advantage, being the third party from the flank side.
Ooh, right now GE is the only team with the full squad. They have a little bit of advantage there, but not for long as one of them will be eliminated. And now they only have Sin to deal with. Sin has the high ground. They're slowly coming down, but GE has the circle control. So there's a little bit of a 50-50 there. Zai will pick up Smile. That means they will retain their 4th player.
Yep, GE have a bit of a reset, but they don't have time here. We're talking about the circle. No more to be seen. It's down to the blue zone. Everybody being closed down. It's going to be Sin having the hardest part because they are with the one that actually been closed down by the blue zone. Fez go up trying to push forward. They haven't got no clue. Where are the players? GE, the slopes, the hillside. It's so slippery they couldn't climb up for GE. They have to wait it out. As Sin, Master Ichi got it on Holy Lanju here. He's the only one who got the vision of full line of Sin.
Oh!
Trying to give another bridge. He got another. This is it. GE. They will take this away. There's no way this can turn around. Go up. He tried to heal himself. Sin Moy coming up from the back line. Ichi just going to close things up. Sai, go up, right across him. G on the ground as well. It's 2v2.
Oh, beautiful flag there. That could be an opening for GE to finish this off. Moy, the last man standing. They know it is, and GE will take home the final chicken